parents, how are you today? I know rain is supposed to start today. When I'm recording this, I don't know if it's raining yet or not, but for our Devo time today, for you, we actually have an indoor activity that goes along with this lesson. It was actually already planned, so I just believe that's one of those God had it planned. Hey, you might need an indoor activity for this week. So anyway, I want to talk to you a little bit about our lesson. Just a reminder that we're learning that we can live like Jesus and how we should live like Jesus by loving others, letting our light shine. And then this week was about giving. And of course, immediately all of our minds go, giving. Oh, that means giving money. Yes, that's an obvious deduction to make. But we want to make sure that you know it's more than just giving money. Part of what this lesson was about is that Jesus said, yes, you're supposed to give. It's always good to give, but you don't want to give so that you receive the glory right now. You want to give so that God in heaven receives the glory. There were people who, when they actually gave during Jesus' time here on earth, that they would make loud announcements or loud noises with trumpets even, just to get attention, almost like to say, hey, look at me, look how wealthy I am, look how much money I'm giving, when I'm in the synagogue today. And so Jesus said, well, if that's the reward they want, that's the reward they get. They're not going to get any other reward for that. And so obviously we shouldn't give so that we can get a reward, but he's saying don't give so that other people see what you do. You need to give so that your Father sees what you do in secret. And so you're pleasing him. You're not doing it to please anybody else. You're not doing it to get accolades here on earth, but you do things so that God will be glorified. And so that's really the short and sweet of this lesson this week. And like I said, it doesn't have to just be monetarily giving. It can also be giving of your time, or it can be giving of other things. One of the stories that was, and this is a fictional story that was listed in our lesson, was an example of there was a little girl who didn't have Valentines to give out at school, and she was really sad. And another little boy had found out about it, so he had asked his mom, was like, can I buy extra Valentines for this little girl? And so the next day he just had a little bag, and he secretly kind of pulled the little girl aside and said, hey, here's some Valentines for you to give out. And so she took the bag and she was able to sign her name on it and give out Valentines. No one knew it came from the other little boy. To everyone else, it looked like it came from her, but that was his way of giving in secret and letting her bless others, and it blessed her and it blessed him. So like I said, that's just a fictional story, but it's along those lines that we want to focus and just say, when you give, and we all should, but when you give money, time, resources, whatever it may be, you don't have to put that out there for all to see. And that's when God sees what you do, and he knows your motive for giving it, and that your motive should be to please him, and that he would receive glory from what someone receives through you and not you receiving the glory. So the activity that I mentioned earlier is you'll need an envelope, one for each child. And if you only have one child, then make sure you've got an envelope for you and your child. And if you have more people in the house, it would be great to have everybody involved and everybody gets an envelope. So you want to have an envelope, write a name. Every person has their name written on an envelope, and you'll place those kind of around the room, not hidden or anything. But then you want to get, say, 50 pennies or 50 nickels, just something small. Hide those throughout the room. Some of them put out obvious places so your kids can see it. Others maybe a little bit more hidden, so it's a little harder to find. But these are the rules. So you tell your kids, look, we've got 50 pennies hidden in the room, and what you're going to do is you're going to go pick up as many pennies you can find, and you're going to put them in an envelope. Now, the secret is you can't put them in your envelope. You put them in someone else's envelope, but you want to try to do it without them noticing that you're putting it in there. So it's almost like a treasure hunt that's a secret. So they're trying to put the pennies in other people's envelopes, and you can't take out any pennies from someone else's envelope, and you can't put in yours. But other than that, try to fill as many envelopes as possible and put as many pennies in places as possible. So at the end, you will gather everybody up and have everybody count their pennies and say, okay, who won? Well, most times the answer is going to be whoever has the most pennies. If someone has 15 and someone else has 27, they're going to say, well, he won because he has 27 pennies. And then you look at it and go, well, maybe yes, he did win because he had more pennies. But you could also say, I saw you putting pennies in his envelope. So you're the person who actually wins because you were the most generous. You were the one who was thinking of someone else. And so you take that and remind them that Jesus wants us to give in secret. Jesus doesn't want us to make a big announcement or play a big trumpet to let everybody know what we're doing. He wants us to do it in a way that's gentle and loving to others, and so that God will get the glory, which I know I've said that several times. But that is our main focus. We want to make sure that God gets the glory from those things. And that's what Jesus was telling us in the story that we heard about on Sunday. So again, we do have questions at the end of the Devo. We've got the activity in addition to the memory verse and the song links that you can do with your kids and practice the memory verse and sing the song. Just one other thing I wanted to tell you about, and make sure you guys know that our lesson that we send out on Sundays, or that we post with our large group video, our lesson has the actual lesson in it, the story, but it also has an activity that goes along with the story. It has a craft that goes with it. So we're wanting to make sure you know about those things so you can continue the conversation at home. It's not just something that you watch on TV for 15 minutes on Sunday or whenever you're able to watch it and then you're done. But we want you to be able to use that during the week, either during that day or later in the week. And that's one of the reasons that we send out this Devo, the time just here for the adults, so you know a little bit more details about things. But also, we're sending out the Devo, the actual PDF, I should say, or the document with it, that you can open it and you can see the activity and you can see the lesson and you can read it and you can see those questions to ask your kids just to see if they're fully getting what the lesson was about. And so we post all of those on our preschool Facebook pages. So each campus has a preschool Facebook page, which is where this video should be seen. This is also posted on our YouTube channel. And then we also send out a text that has the link for this video and also for the Devo, the document that you can look up as well. So hope you guys are doing well. I know we're a long way into this stay-at-home thing, so hope you guys are doing well. And like I said in our Devo last week, please feel free to reach out to us if there's anything that you need, that you have going on, prayer requests or anything. We'd love to be able to help you with that and pray for those things for you. So, all right, you guys have a great day. And I think I'm saying this more often than not, but we really do look forward to seeing you guys in person as soon as possible. Until then, we would love for you to share videos or pictures of your kids with us on our Facebook pages, just so we can see them and see what you guys are doing. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.